Hi family, it's Herbalist Viola. We're just going to finish talking about vitamin D. You guys, vitamin D is so critical. I know you don't even think about vitamin D, but it's saying, well, they're saying about 4 billion people are vitamin D deficient. I know you hear me talk about leaky gut, but vitamin D is right there with leaky gut. You guys, I know as adults, as we get older, we find ourselves not going outside in the sun. You need the sun. You definitely need the sun. Sun is where you get 90% of your vitamin D. Vitamin D is so critically important. You can actually get adult rickets. That's when your bones are soft and you easy to break your bones, easy to have all other kind of things where your bones just get brittle. That's the same thing like when you have bone pain, you end up getting osteoporosis. It's so many other things you can get, but vitamin D is critically important. You you could actually have when you're not getting enough vitamin D, you can actually that's tends that actually tends to high blood pressure and hypertension. Um, you can actually if you don't get enough vitamin D, it's hard for your body to absorb calcium. With vitamin D, you can find yourself tired a lot and you wonder why you're tired. You're thinking you get enough sleep, and your vitamin D deficient. Sometimes you ever wonder in the middle of the day you're tired, you're like, oh, my energy is off. It's vitamin D. You find yourself sleepy, get some kind of depression. Yes, vitamin D. You can end up being depressed, being a funky mood. That's why it's so critically important that you get vitamin D. Vitamin D also with, like I was talking about, it's like bone pain. And I know some people are like, "Oh, how can you tell?" It's kind of hard to tell the differentiate from bone pain to where it's actually something wrong to where it's just simple vitamin D. If you go to the doctor and they just can't seem to know what's wrong, just ask them to test your your blood, your levels, your vitamin D levels, because I'm pretty sure if you go and look at your records, you'll probably see you're vitamin D deficient. Same thing I said in another video if I was about knowing about low bone density. Having low bone density, it's easy for your bones to break. It's easy for so many other things. It's so many other things. Immune system is off. You got to have your vitamin D levels at a safe level. It's good to take maybe get your vitamin D3. It's okay to take 10,000. It's called IU, which is international units, where you can actually take 250 milligrams, or you could probably take more. It all depends on your weight. The darker the skin, as long as you need to be out in the sun. I know I spoke about that earlier, but yes, the lighter the skin, the less you need to be out in the sun, because I know they're saying study shows you get cancer, but the darker the skin, the more you need to be out in the sun to get vitamin D. I try to stay out there and be under the sun for maybe about an hour or so daily. Try to make sure I get my steps in, but I make sure I get my vitamin D because I do have low bone density. I am vitamin D deficient, so I make sure that I take my vitamin D tablets and I make sure I stay out in the sun. No, I don't eat meat. I know I talked about that later. Yes, you can get vitamin D from certain cheeses and certain fish and certain other foods, but we're talking about what you get your 90% from. Yes, you can take all this you want, all the vitamins, but it's critically to get out in the sun. The main way you need to get your vitamin D is in the sun. Get out there. I know you always work. You're always working. At lunchtime, it's good to go out and get your vitamin D. After work, just go out there. After dinner, take the family out. Try to eat a little early. Try to get out there and see the sunset. It's so beautiful, and you can sun gaze as well. But even in the mornings, get out there, get the sun. And if you're in an area where you can't get the sun, definitely take vacations. Get out there in the sun. Do something. Vitamin D is so critically for your health. I promise you, for your health. It also give a vertigo. You can actually have a type of vertigo where inside your ear, the crystals, the calcium crystals could be off and you just don't even know. All of a sudden you feel dizzy. Yes, if your crystals in your ear, the calcium crystals actually get dislodged, that can happen when you're vitamin D deficient. You can find yourself dizzy out of nowhere, wondering what it is, nausea. No, you're not pregnant. You could be vitamin D deficient. Vitamin D also, well, they're saying that most Alzheimer's and dementia is stems to being vitamin D deficient. So um, the ways you can do it, incorporate different things in your life. I mean, try to change your life where as soon as the sun is out, try to get out there. Try to get out there 2, 3 times a day. Vitamin D is so important. Just looking at my notes, as far as about brain, think about your brain. Your brain, if you find, if your it's called cognitive functions, that's vitamin D. You could be off, you find yourself, a little foggy. Same thing like I was talking about earlier, as far as about being tired. That's the only thing your vitamin D. Same thing with women. We get alopecia. We start our hair started thinning as we get older. That's another stem from vitamin D deficient. It ends up making your hair, the levels are low, so it ends up, you end up falling out, your hair start falling out. So the best thing to do, vitamin D. I know you're like, wow, Viola, all that stuff. Yes, from down to your head all the way down to your feet, your hair, your brain, detox, all is vitamin D. Good skin, nails, your nails grow. Good skin health, all of that is vitamin D. Sleep deprived, if you, like we talking about, having insomnia, sleep issues. Yes, we're going to talk about other issues, but that's all part of vitamin D deficient. Yes, you can speak with your doctor. No, by all means, I'm not saying anything, but get good levels of vitamin D from the sun. I promise you, you stay out in the sun, you're going to start feeling a little bit better. And then we'll talk about that leaky gut later. But vitamin D is important. Same thing with the leaky gut. So just make sure you get out there and get in the sun. Definitely take your vacation. I know we're in this pandemic and we're talking about during this time, but listen, let's say all this is going to be fine. The new normal is where we can go on vacation. So if you're in a place where it's no sun, go somewhere where it's a lot of sun. Take a trip and go somewhere it's a lot of sun. Like, here in Maryland, it's sunny. So I take well advantage of the sun, and I go out every day, 3, 4 times a day. I try to stay out there, walk, get my 10,000 steps, enjoy the love, like we talked about. But seriously, you guys, get out there and enjoy the sun. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I missed. I don't think there's anything else I missed. But listen, get your vitamin D, go out there and Mother Nature, enjoy the love. I promise you, you'll see your life change a little bit. So we're going to end for now. You guys enjoy your day. But first, I do want to say, I know I keep forgetting, subscribe, please. Subscribe if you enjoy my videos. Like, subscribe, share. I hope this information is helping you, because vitamin D is very important and vital to your life. So if you can, subscribe, share, and you guys have a great day. Bye.